and welcome back to my channel. I'm super happy that you're here today. I actually forgot to film an intro to this speed build, so we are hopping right into the action today. I was feeling a little bit unmotivated recently to play the game, but I decided to create a little home for myself here in Animal Crossing since in real life I'm trying to buy a home right now. So I did want to create a more farm-like area. So I was kind of thinking of doing like a little carrot farm just because I am kind of digging the Peter Rabbit vibes. And then as I was walking, I realized that Phoebe has decided to move out, and I said, get the heck out, queen. So a little bit of foreshadowing there for what might be coming later this week. I went ahead and placed this diagonal suspension bridge. I love a good diagonal bridge moment. And then I'm just kind of creating a little diagonal path leading up to it. If you're wondering where we are on the island right now, this is directly next to the Meadowlands area that I created in my last speed build. So we're kind of just going sequentially around the island. I was left with this really awkward space behind resident services, so I went ahead and just threw a little cliff there. I honestly wasn't sure if this was going to work out or not, or if it was going to look a little bit awkward. And then as I was gathering flowers, I realized that there was a campsite villager. Didn't even say hello because honestly, that villager looked high as heck. So we just skedaddled right out of there. And then baby tree moment happened. I'm obsessed with the baby trees. I cannot stop. I just think they're so precious. And then I went ahead and placed my home here, gave myself a little doormat and a diagonal path leading from that bridge. And then I had to have a windmill because we're going for Farmstead vibes, so we had to have a windmill. And I wanted to go ahead and kind of create a little kind of backdrop of trees here. I want everything to feel super, super natural on this island and very cohesive. So I'm kind of trying to keep this flow, I guess, of the island going throughout. So far we have a super spring core kind of vibe going on, and I really want to bring in some more farm elements, so that's the goal with this build. I also recently remembered that vines are a thing, so I'm going to start to incorporate them on this island as best as I can. But here we have a little kind of area full of trees. I love the way that it just kind of creates like a little circular moment happening. Went ahead and threw in a storefront here to kind of look like the shed for the farm, and I love the vertical board fencing as a background as well. And then it was time for me to kind of place down some diagonal dirt paths, which I want to incorporate with the actual carrot farm itself. And I really struggled with this. I thought about speeding this up, but I figured I would leave it at sort of a slower speed so that you guys can see how I created the diagonal path in case you are interested in recreating something similar on your own island. I kind of just had to go with the flow here, some trial and error, if you will. But eventually I kind of managed to get a little diagonal moment, and then I went ahead and placed a couple of carrots there to just kind of see how everything was going to look. They're not all fully grown, so bear with me there. I really struggled with placing things on the diagonal. I feel like the game just really doesn't make this easy since we are working with a more symmetrical grid. So I really had to just kind of trust the process here. I really wasn't sure if it was going to work out or how many, kind of carrots I should place in a row. I went ahead and did a 2-4-2 kind of deal, which I think in the end ends up working out pretty well. And to do the diagonal pathing, I really feel like you have to have those single kind of end caps. So if you're looking to recreate this, look for a kind of pathing that has those, because I think it's going to be very difficult, if not impossible, dare I say, to do it without them. I do love the effect in the very end though, so I think it's well worth giving it a try if it's something that you're into. I was honestly really inspired by autumn weeds, and if you're not following Allie over on Instagram, I highly recommend that you check out her Instagram. She does the most natural landscapes, and she does beautiful views so well. So I do remember seeing her do kind of a diagonal path moment similar to this. So if you're looking for some more inspiration for builds kind of in a similar vibe, definitely go and check her out. I wanted to create a little picnic blanket moment in front of my house. I did upload this code to my card, so definitely go and check that out in the description below if you're interested in downloading any of these codes. But all of the new brown blanket codes are from the same creator. I really wanted to incorporate some more browns for this build since my house customization is more brown and we've got lots of green vibes going on in other areas of the island. So I wanted to add in just a little variation, but I still think it ends up being pretty cohesive. I love these new cardboard boxes with the carrots. I think they're so precious, but I just couldn't figure out how to get them to work here. So I ended up taking them away, adding some little flower seeds from that custom design. I think it's so precious. Wanted to add in some shoes here, little watering can, of course a scarecrow, and you can't go wrong with a leaf pile. It's a must-have. I also completely forgot about the wheat grass or wheat field item. I think it's so perfect here for this particular build. And then I wanted to incorporate some little starter plants here in case the little farmer is looking to plant more things in their farm. I just think yet another amazing item that we have recently got in the game. I think it's so pretty. And I didn't realize that there are actually some other variations of the potted plants that are like actual flowers. So really beautiful if you're looking to have like a little garden setup or a flower store, plant store, whatever your vibe is. I think it's so cute. Definitely wanted to incorporate lots of decoy ducks in this build as well. This is by far the most Quackcore island I think I've ever made. And yes, Quackcore is still alive and well. This little toy duck, oh gosh, so cute. And I'm obsessed with putting him on the little stump. Just the cutest thing ever. It makes my heart so warm. I really struggled again with filling up these smaller areas, so I went ahead and just kind of varied the pathing, threw down some flowers, some weeds, and then I'm loving the wild log bench. In fact, I'm living for it, especially staggered like that. I think it's so precious. Then I'm jumping back over to the picnic area. I wanted to incorporate the carrots in this area as well, just to kind of make it seem like it's like a farm to table moment, except make it a picnic. Callie was definitely into it because she came on over and she wanted to kind of inspect the picnic, see if we were having any yummy snacks. I honestly am really wanting to be in this build today. It's just giving me so much life. It's curing all of my game and design burnout that I was starting to have. I don't know about you guys, but I definitely ebb and flow with my motivation. So it feels good sometimes to take a little break and then come back when you're feeling super motivated to make a build. So if you're feeling like that, definitely feel free to take a break. But we are getting pretty close to the end of the speed build right now. I just wanted to go ahead and throw in a little rocking chair moment, some scattered papers just to kind of fill in this space. And there you have it. This little cliff from the beginning ended up being the perfect viewing spot for this area, and I just love the way the diagonal pathing turns out here with the diagonal bridge. It just flows so well. We have this cozy little picnic area, and of course the star of the show is this diagonal carrot farm. I really hope you guys enjoyed this one. Before we say goodbye, I want to thank the channel members. Thank you all so much for supporting my work here, and of course you can like and subscribe if you are into the vibes here and you'd like to see more. But thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!